Through the portal, adventure awaits. Aloha, welcome multidimensional friends, shifters, light guardians. My name is Brendan, aka Wolfshield, aka Mystic Spider-Man, welcoming you once again to another very special live full moon guided global meditation presented here on behalf of Paradigm Shift Central, a global portal for a team of conscious creators and leaders, of shifters, of people who are intentionally helping assist with the shift in consciousness through acts of creativity and compassion. So if that sounds like you, if you're here, then welcome to the team, welcome to the tribe, and get yourself nice and ready because we are going to have an amazing journey, an amazing celebration tonight for our special 12-12-12 full moon portal meditation. So for those of you tuned into this live, please feel free to drop an 1111 in the live chat. Make sure that you can hear me okay. Perfect. I already see those 1111s. For those of you who have been here before, you guys know how to play this game. Thank you so much, everyone, for simply being here and for adding your energy to what it is that we are creating here. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction, and at this point, just inviting you to get nice and comfortable. Begin setting your space. Allow us to start shifting into the meditation mode, to start anchoring in on our intentions. And for those of you who are listening to this in the live, bonus points to you listening to this live. Like, seriously, listening to this live is a very sacred, special, valuable experience. And people who have listened to these broadcasts in the past, they'll be able to tell you. Like, for anybody here who's been here before, drop a 333 in the chats and go ahead and just tell the other people here like a little bit about why you're here. You know, just be like, why is this important to you as a community? I'll enjoy going back and checking out the comments. If it's your first time here, drop a 222 in the chats. And for everybody here, please acknowledge people who may be here for the first time. Welcome them. What we're doing here, the intention here, it's not just meditation. It's building community. It's building story. It's allowing us to come together, to be able to experience something very sacred, very special. And especially now, as we get ready to move into this next big decade of shifting consciousness, of shifting paradigms, of doing free hugs, of creating conscious media, of telling our stories, of uniting the tribe, of inspiring each other, of connecting to the wisdom of the heart. So this is a very, very special thing. So as everyone's getting nice and situated, I see lots of 222s. That's wonderful. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Please share this broadcast. If it's your first time, we're going to get right into it. That way, the more people tune into this live, the better. But if you are tuned into this in the future, equally as awesome. All right, I'm going to give you a brief introduction to like what Paradigm Shift Central is about. And then from there, we're going to start setting you up for the meditation. And from there, we'll do the meditation. This broadcast will be about 90 minutes. It may go a bit longer. And then from there we'll conclude. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the meditation in a second. For now, I invite you to start getting comfortable. If you need to get some water, get some tea, get your pillows ready, get your bed set up, whatever you need to do in order to be able to make this a very, very special, very sacred, very psychedelic experience for you, and it's in its own way. So for those of you who may be new to this, as I said, my name is Brendan. I also go by Mystic Spider-Man on Instagram, Skull Babylon. I'm a full-time conscious media creator and the director for Paradigm Shift Central. This is a project we began over 10 years ago, and it's all about being able to help inspire people to think about things differently, to shift their paradigms, and more importantly, to be able to see their own power, their own ability to be able to help change the world, to awaken as dreamers within the dream, to be shifters, light guardians. Light guardians is a very powerful term that will even be a part of tonight's story. And a light guardian is one who stands for the future today, one who stands for others, one who stands with kindness, with courage and compassion. So if you are here, you are a shifter, you are a light guardian, and this meditation will be about a lot about embodying that archetype. This whole story, this whole project is about activating that archetype, because that's what the world needs. We need more shifters. We need more light guardians. We need to understand that there is a shifter and a light guardian inside each and every single one of us. So within the project, you're welcome to connect deeper. I'm just going to talk about this real quick. Mystic Spider-Man on Instagram. Connect with me there. Check out our new Instagram team page. In fact, I encourage everybody here, because this is actually really cool. Our new Instagram team page, I'm going to post a link for it into the YouTube chat. Either connect to it now or connect to it after, but we are literally going to have 12 followers on the Instagram page tonight during this broadcast. Like, we're right at the cusp. So there's a cool synchronicity there. So you can check us out on Instagram, and this is all about being able to feature various conscious creators and leaders and about building the team. And so if you want to connect further with the team, I'll just explain real quick how you can do that. And one of the ways is by being able to connect to our team chat. And you can find the link for that into the YouTube info to be able to be a part of our Discord server. And if you want to connect even further and to be featured through the community, to work alongside me as another conscious creator, as a leading member in the team, I encourage you to take a look at our Patreon. And our Patreon is where you can support both the project, both me in terms of what I'm doing, but also to be able to support what we are building together and to support yourself. And if you join at the $11 level, you can join as a leading member, which is when you get to be on air with our Synergy Circle broadcast that we do on Sundays at 7 p.m. You get to work into the private parts of our Discord server. You get to have access to me as a conscious media coach. And it's all about being able to help you and create more content and helping it get to a wider audience. So that's all I'm going to say there on that. And when you do sign up on the Patreon, you can also get discounts for the shop. And this is relevant, a beautiful Light Guardian crystal when you sign up at the $11 level, but you can sign up at other levels and also get discounts for regular Light Guardian crystals. Speaking of Light Guardian crystals, if you have your Light Guardian crystal with you during this meditation, meaning if you're a person familiar with this project and you've already got one of these, you're already signed up, then make sure that you have it with you. Keep it nearby because it's actually going to be a part of the story tonight, and I'm not going to spoil it, but you'll see why. So you check out patreon.com when you get a chance if you want to connect deeper with the project, and not only just that, but also maybe you just want to support. And thank you again to our Patreon supporters who help make this broadcast possible. So other than that, check out links down below. You can check out the quest item shop to get shift buttons, all that cool stuff, and make sure that you subscribe to me on youtube.com/SkullBabylon. All right, let's get right into this meditation. So what you can expect from this. With these meditations, what we do here, they're a little bit different from most meditations that many people have experienced before. And that is because they're story-oriented. They're visceral. There's something very personable. And so without even having to spoil it, what I'm just going to tell you is that there's a word here that I just dial in. What's weird? Okay, anyways, I forgot a word. There's totally a word that I'm trying to think of here, but I can't remember. But anyways, basically we are going to get our body ready. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. We're going to get our body ready. We're going to connect with our body. We're going to relax, and we're going to move ourselves into this place of stillness. And so when we do these meditations, stillness is a very, very powerful thing that we want to be able to connect with, because when we are in this place of stillness, we allow ourselves to turn our attention inwards and to focus on bringing life to our imagination. And those of you who have been in the past in these meditations, you know exactly what I mean. So as you're in this meditation, work on cultivating stillness as you bring your focus inwards, meaning if you do feel an itch, try to let it pass. But whatever's comfortable for you is totally fine. I encourage you to sit upright during this meditation. So one of the ways I recommend is sit on your bed, take a pillow, put it behind your back, take a pillow, put it underneath your arms, and kind of sit there. And you can kind of like lean back into the wall, but you're not lying down. If you do lie down, it's very likely that you might fall asleep. And that's okay. There's going to be parts in this meditation where you're going to kind of want to be in that trance space. That's okay. But in order to be able to make sure that you don't fall too into that, meaning you basically fall asleep, don't listen to this meditation listening down, but at the same time, you can totally listen to it lying down if you want, because if you fall asleep and stay here for the meditation, that can be an experience in itself. And I know some people do that, so that's totally cool. But ideally, you want to stay awake during this meditation. Other than that, throughout this meditation, I invite you to be able to be aware of the idea of energy activation. Activation sensations is the word that that I like to use. And so this is the feeling of energy up the spine. Some people even think of it as kundalini. And this is something that can usually be evoked through both meditation, but also experience, heartfelt emotion, connection, empathy, excitement. And so during this meditation, I invite you to be open to what your heart feels. Meaning if there's something that you feel is kind of coming up, let it come up. There may be parts in this meditation where it may kind of like make you want to feel like you want to cry. That's okay. You have permission. We're holding space for that. And crying is a very, very important thing. It's a very magical thing as well. So honor that. And so during this meditation, by the end of it, it will be an adventure. It'll be a journey, and it will help you connect with more of yourself. And I'm very excited to be able to share with you the story that has come through for this meditation that I've helped kind of like crystallize into what it is that we are doing here tonight. So the word I was trying to think of earlier is calibrated. So to begin this meditation, we are going to do that. We are going to begin by calibrating our body and getting ourselves nice and situated, nice and comfortable. So at this point, if you need to get any water, go ahead, keep it nearby, and basically make sure that you don't have any distractions. If you're listening to this on your phone, keep your phone on. Otherwise, turn your phone off. Allow yourself to get nice and comfortable. Use headphones if you need them. And at this point, if you are ready, drop one more 12-12 in the chat, because it's a special 12-12 day. So if you're ready for this, just drop one more comment in the chat and just be like, yo, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this, team. Let's cultivate some energy. Let's activate. Let's like send some love. So yeah, throughout this meditation, just to kind of give you like what you'll be able to expect briefly, there will be parts, and we try to do this with every meditation, where there's like us focusing on like putting intention into the grid. And that's basically all I'll say. So for those of you who have done that in the last meditation, there will be more of that, just in a different form. All right. Seeing lots of 12-12-12s in the chat. I'm curious how many people we may have tuned in live right now. And at the same time, even if it's 20, we pretend like it's 100. And I think there are quite a few people tuned in tonight. So thank you again, everyone, for being here, for being a part of this experience, for being a part of this journey, and for giving yourself this experience. Beautiful. All right. So with that said, we're going to get ready to move into this very special 12-12-12 portal full moon guided meditation. And the 12-12-12 thing, it's a very sacred thing. It's a very, very special sacred thing that this is happening on 12-12. You'll learn more about that as we go. All right, I'm going to turn off my webcam, so you'll just see the paradigm shift sigil up on screen. And then from there, we will begin the meditation. For those of you tuned in on Instagram, if you haven't yet, be sure to click my bio link, jump over there, tune in on YouTube, and we'll end off the Instagram broadcast now. All right, perfect. All right, so just allow yourself to get nice and comfortable. Actually, I want to just add this in. This is important. If you're already sitting down, you don't have to do this. I encourage you to just give your body just a little bit of movement, meaning basically just stretch. Very, very simple. I'm not asking you to dance yet, but just stretch. Give yourself a little bit of movement. Any last thing that you need to do before you sit down. So stretch up your arms, stretch out your legs, flex your back, roll your shoulders a bit. And then when you're ready, bring yourself to seated position. I thank everyone again for being here, for joining us in this ceremony, for you to be able to receive the value of what it is that we are creating here as a community, and for us to be able to cultivate a very powerful story that we are weaving together that will carry far beyond this broadcast alone as we continue to change the world. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Put your hands where you need them. And we'll begin by closing our eyes. Gently begin connecting with your breath. Gentle inhales through the nose or the mouth. Gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Feeling the inhale meet the exhale. Feeling the exhale meet the inhale. As you bring awareness to your breath, you begin to feel your body become more relaxed. You welcome in the journey ahead of you. You give yourself permission to be here in this moment, to be present. That is all you need to do. As the breath continues to unfold on its own, gently we will scan our body, and we will imagine just a warm or perhaps even a cooling energy, a white light moving through each part of our body. And as we do, just allowing that part of our body to relax as we calibrate ourselves to move deeper into our imagination, into the space of meditation. As you continue to breathe, gently begin to bring your awareness to your toes, to your feet, to your heels, your ankles. Gently allow your toes, your feet, your heels, and your ankles to relax. Continuing to breathe, gently bring your awareness up to your shins, your knees. Gently allow your shins and your knees to relax. Straighten up your spine just by a millimeter. Imagine someone has a little string and just pulls it attached to the top of your head. Just lifts you up just a little bit. Continuing to breathe, bring awareness to your thighs, your hips, your groin, your buttocks. Gently allow your thighs, your hips, your groin, and your buttocks to relax. Gently continue to bring awareness up to your torso, to your ribs, to your lower back. Gently allow your torso, your ribs, and your lower back to relax. Continuing to breathe here, gently bringing awareness and imagining this cooling or warm energy, whatever energy makes sense for you, that will allow your body to relax. Bringing awareness to your chest, to your shoulders, to your back. And just take a moment here to breathe as you allow your chest, your shoulders, and your back to relax. Just take an extra moment here to just feel your chest expand as you breathe. Just become incredibly present of your breath, of your body right now, and your connection between the two. Feeling that breath, allowing it to be with you throughout this meditation. Bring awareness up to your biceps, your elbows, your forearms. Gently allowing your biceps, your elbows, your forearms to relax. Gently continuing to breathe here. Allow your wrists and your fingers, your hands to relax. Moving up your awareness as you just take a moment here, breathe into your body. Do you notice a difference? Do you notice a difference even just this small, simple practice can make already? Continuing to breathe here, bringing awareness up to your neck, the back of your neck, your throat, your jaw. Gently allowing your neck, your throat, the back of your neck, your jaw to relax. Bring awareness to your tongue in this moment. If your tongue is on the top of your mouth, you can gently allow it to relax, or you can keep it there, whatever's more comfortable for you. Bring awareness to your mouth, your tongue, your cheeks. Gently allow your mouth, your tongue, and your cheeks to relax. Bring awareness to your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows, your ears, the back of your head. Gently allow your nose, your eyes, your ears, the back of your head to relax. Gently bring awareness to the top of your head. And as you breathe into the top of your head, allow the top of your head to relax as well. And so just take another moment here, connecting with your breath. Be aware of what your body feels like. So you give it permission to relax. We'll get ready to move deeper into this story, into this meditation together. And so, as you breathe in this moment, gently, let us begin by bringing our imagination into the forefront of our focus. As we bring ourselves into a forest. And now imagine yourself in this forest. It's not entirely dark just yet. You can't see the sun, but its presence still illuminates the sky. Take a moment here to look around in this forest. You are wearing something similar to a robe, a cloak, something you would wear as if you were going on an adventure. And take a moment here to feel the texture of this world. Feel the texture of the ground underneath your feet. As you begin to explore this space, begin feeling the texture of the trees, of the leaves. Reach out and touch them. Feel the texture of your own hands. Feel the texture of the air on your skin as the cool night air approaches. You can hear creatures making noise in the leaves and the trees above you. Birds getting ready to go to sleep. Take a moment here as you look up through the branches. Off in the horizon, you can see the illumination of the moon peeking out from behind the leaves of the trees. You do not have a clear view of the moon because of where it is at on the horizon, but you can still sense its presence. Its fullness is echoed within your heart. As you continue to explore this space, do whatever you need to do to allow yourself to be as present in this world as possible. Use your senses to bring you into this space, feeling the texture of your own cloak, feeling the texture of your own hands, feeling the dirt underneath your feet. And go ahead, you can just imagine yourself barefoot right now. By all means, breathe in that cooling energy from the earth. And so as you are here in this woods, what I want you to do is begin looking for a series of different rocks. Rocks that are about maybe a little bit bigger than the palm of your hand. Ones you can pick up. And I want you to find the right rocks for you to be able to build a small stone circle. And so as you begin walking around, as you begin exploring this forest, you can almost hear the rocks whispering to you as you find the ones that will be perfect. How many do you grab? Maybe you only grab 4, the least you would need for a circle. Maybe you grab more. Maybe you grab 12. For some reason, that number speaks to you. Take another moment here as you walk around. Feel the texture of the rocks. Feel the weight of them. Give thanks to them in this moment. Feel their voices speaking through you. As you place them down on the ground, you find just the right spot to be able to lay them out. And you assemble this circle, intuitively knowing which rock goes where. And take another moment here. Do what you need to do to complete this circle. Make it your own. And when you are ready, stand in front of it. Look at it. Marvel at it. For some reason, something about it speaks to you. Perhaps you've done this before. Why is this seemingly so special? Have you ever made a circle of rocks before? You're not the first person. Throughout history, throughout this story that we call time. And so as you stand there in front of this circle, a little bit bewildered as to why it is so entrancing and what purpose does it serve. And as you stand there, simply breathing in the presence of the air, breathing in the presence of this moment, you feel something. The sensation of a presence, a benevolent presence, a friendly presence, a familiar one. And as you stand there looking at this circle of rocks, a voice speaks to you from behind. Well now, that's a lovely circle you've made there. You turn around, and who you see before you, a robed figure, a mysterious ally, a man who stands there with a staff as he makes eye contact with you, and you see his eyes, and they speak to you the friendliness of his heart. In this moment, you know who this is. Yes, the wizard, the hermit, the mystic, the magician, Merlin. Merlin the wizard, my friend, it is good to see you again, you say as you walk towards Merlin. And you can choose to give them a hug in this moment, or give them a handshake, or simply a nod. And Merlin and you stand before this circle of rocks that you have made. And Merlin speaks to you and he says, "It's wonderful that you are here. This is a very special time. Do you even know why this time is so significant?" You take a moment to think to yourself, of course. This is 12/12, December 12th, 2019. Adds up to 12. Sequential. End of a decade. last full moon synchronistically syncing up with it? It just seems important. You're right, it is. There's more to it. More of this mystery. You see, the sequence of 12 is an echo at which nature creates itself. When we are in sequence of 12, we are in harmony with nature. That is why, even in the time of your time, you still see it. You see it all throughout many stories. 12 months, 12 times 2, 24 hours, 60 divided into 12. You see it all throughout the stories of old, 12 zodiac astrology, 12 disciples, and of course, 12 Knights of the Round Table. You think to yourself, believe me, it's no coincidence that Arthur got that. After all, where do you think he got it from? And so in this moment, Merlin speaks to you more of the 12, the significance of it. More will make sense as we travel. There is somewhere that we need to go. There is a ceremony that is taking place, something that you must be a part of, something that I will take you to. And so, if you're ready, how about we put that stone circle of yours to good use? You standing in front of the stone circle with Merlin, you look down at him, a little bewildered, not really fully sure what he means, how to use the circle. Stone circles. You've seen them everywhere. Monoliths. What do you think they're for? Well, you think to yourself, they've always been mysterious, ancient relics. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if anybody does. Well, how about I teach you? More importantly, how about I show you? Merlin, looking down at the stone circle, slowly begins to mutter an incantation. And as he does this, he takes his staff, holds it in front of him, and gently taps it on the ground. And as he does this, you look down at the stone circle, and you begin to see a swirling pattern of energy emerging at the center point of it. A spiral that slowly begins to morph and grow to the width of the circle, and now, where there was once simply ground, there appears to be a glistening, translucent layer of what appears to possibly be water, and yet on the other side, all you see is light. My goodness. I get it now. The stone circles? It's a portal. They've always been portals? You see it now. You're a quick one, I know that. And yes, that is exactly what the stone circles can do, one of many things in which they are for. In your parallel dimension, the qualities may be different. But in this space that we are in now, yes, the stone monoliths, the circles, the relics, you can think of them almost like a transportation network, a grid, an interconnecting web throughout the many dimensions, throughout the many layers of the dream. And now, we are going to enter this portal, and I will take you to where we are going. And so, with this stone circle lying on the ground before you, you look down into it, and there is this pulsating energy emitting from it. And as you look into the center of it, all you can see to the concept of your mind is depth, like jumping into a pool before you. You stand on the edge, ready to take the plunge. Merlin looks at you as you look back at them. Is it safe? Well, you'll briefly exist between one space and another, but you'll always be somewhere. So yes, it's safe. Just focus on your breath, and when you're ready, take that step, and it will take us to where we need to go. And so as you stand in front of this portal on the ground built by your stone circle, Merlin reminds you that he is right behind you. And so, as you are ready, you take another breath here, and at your own pace, you begin to count down from 5. 5, you stand there on the edge, feeling a degree of excitement begin to move through your body, the mystery pulsating on the other side. 4, a calmness comes over you. 3, silence. 2, a deep calling. 1, when you're ready, take that little hop and jump in through the portal like jumping into a rabbit hole. As you enter into a space, you feel a surrealness move through your body. The sound begins to shift. You feel as if you're both in water and yet not at all. And as you take a moment here to breathe in the awe of this experience, you feel your body shifting, orienting. What once was down is now parallel to your sight. And as you feel yourself orienting, you now feel yourself standing upright. And you see a light begin to emerge in front of you, like a light at the end of a tunnel. You look around you again as you see this space swirling sacred geometry, psychedelic fractals, hyperspace, metaspace, quantum space, space between space. The voice of Merlin guides you towards the light, towards the portal. Exit out the other side. And you see this light coming closer towards you. And you prepare yourself as it gets closer and closer and closer, and it synchronizes as you complete your next inhale. So with a deep inhale together, the light engulfs, and exhale, you exit out of the other side of the portal, standing upright. You stumble out of the portal as you gently enter into this new realm, perhaps even stumbling down to the ground for a second, yet giving yourself a moment to reorient yourself. The portal closes behind you as Merlin stands on the other side. You take a moment here to orient yourself. Go ahead, take your time. Don't rush when you're ready. As you stand up, you see where you are. My goodness, are we here? Are we at Stonehenge? Is this what this is? As you see 2 rocks before you and the remnants of the portal spaced in between the 2 pillars. You look around you and you see rolling hills. Actually, Merlin says, this is not Stonehenge. It is one of the many other sites. But yes, the answer is we are here. We have arrived. And so you realize that this stone circle that you've arrived out of, though not Stonehenge, is equally impressive, equally cool, and yet you can tell it is definitely not Stonehenge, for it is still mostly untouched, and yet equally ancient. Merlin allows you to get oriented. You take another breath. The sky in this new space is the same sky that you saw when you were still in the forest. As the sun is now slowly reaching its way around the edge of the horizon, the sun sets. The sky slowly shifts to a purple, as it will soon enough be black. Merlin, allowing you to prepare yourself, directs you to follow him. Come this way, off in the distance. It's just a short walk from here. And there's these hills before you. As you walk up them, you still feel the grass beneath your feet. Merlin walking before you with his wizard staff as he guides his way over the hill. And as you reach the top of the hill, you look off in the distance and you see another hill. And on this hill in the distance, you see a gathering. You see people, many, many people celebrating around a fire. Merlin guides you, and you look towards this ceremony, this celebration off in the distance. Come, keep walking. I'll explain to you as we get there. You see, throughout many eons of time, the mystics have held secrets that to this day many have forgotten. For throughout the many ages of man, of human, we have gone through periods in which wisdom that is bestowed upon us by nature itself deteriorates over time. It degradates. We slowly lose our grip of it. Many people think that as humanity evolves, we become wiser. Yet in many ways it is the opposite. We were wise. As the cycles journey on, we simply forget. We forget this wisdom. But there are those of us, other mystics, like me and like you. It is our job to carry this wisdom and to continue to echo it into this world, the world that connects many worlds. And so you see, my friends, this hill that we are coming upon is a sacred site of a perpetual chant. Throughout the many ages, long before my time even, there is and has always been at least one of us who is here at this space, on this hill, in this sacred site, singing, chanting, incanting, speaking their blessings to the land, and helping harmonize the world around us. This hill that we choose to make the sacred site, below it there are many rivers that lead into one spot. And so by us speaking our intentions through our song, it is carried throughout the many lands. It is carried throughout the many streams of this world, your world, the worlds beyond. And so, I've brought you here so that you can experience this. You see, I am but one of the 12. And tonight, on this moment, on this portal, you will be a part of this 12. You will help hold space with us in this celebration, in this ceremony. For the ancient tool of the mystics that has often been forgotten, whose secrets have slipped through time, is the tool of sound. Throughout all history where there have been mystics, there has been sound, for it is with sound that we create, for it is with our voice that we manifest. For our words are our sword. Merlin and you continue to walk down into the valley and now up the other side, up the hill towards this gathering, towards this celebration. And you can see the other mystics there. You can see that there are 12 of them already gathered around a fire, and then at the center of this fire, there is a rock, a large rock. And there are other people off to the side. You can tell that they've been here, perhaps even for a couple days. Different people are doing different things. It's almost like a small festival. More than just 12 people, yet people individually taking turns being the 12. And so as you walk closer into this space, you take a moment here to look around, and you see the other mystics. You see the other wizards, both male and female, many genders, and people off to the side doing their own individual things, chatting, cooking food, preparing for the celebration still ahead as the night rises, as the moon begins to fill the sky. And so you arrive in this space, and as you do, you stand at the edge of the circle, and you see and you begin to hear these mystics chanting. Merlin explains to you further. You are welcome to add your voice tonight, to add your voice to these chants. And so to get started, I invite you to step into the circle when you are ready to join us, to add your voice. And in doing so, in this next moment, speak with intention. Let your voice be your intention for others, for the world. And in this moment, to prepare for what is still to come, to prepare for the story still ahead, you are invited to ask and receive what is needed from the universe. What do you need for yourself? Open yourself to receive it and sing it into being. One of the mystics steps out of the circle as Merlin steps in. Another mystic also steps out. Merlin guides you to take their place. You are standing at the edge of the circle. There are 8 people on the outside and 4 on the inside, 12 in total. From up above, if you were to look at this from a crow's eye view, the circle would look like a circle within a circle. In fact, it would replicate the geometrical shape of the paradigm shift sigil. 8 points on the outside, 4 on the inside, anchoring in the energy into the space. You stand at the edge, you see the other mystics in their robe, each one wearing unique garbs, clothing, jewelry, each one with their own story, each one with their own magic. And in this moment, you feel yourself stepping in with a natural presence at the edge of this circle. All the mystics standing around the circle with this rock in the middle, the rock connecting to the heart of the earth itself, the fire burning around the rock, the moon slowly beginning to rise, the sky getting darker, the fire getting brighter. You allow yourself to take part in the ceremony. And so as you step into the circle, carry gratitude in your heart. And as Merlin tells you, use this time to receive what you need, to welcome in what you need for the journey still ahead. So for these next few moments, listen to the voices of this circle, add your own voice to it, meaning add in any sort of throat singing that you feel called to do in this moment. And allow yourself to meditate deeply and receive the healing blessing of this sound, of this space. So I will stop speaking for the next few moments and just be present and allow yourself to be open to receiving. What do you need? What do you need right now? Ask, open, receive, and express gratitude as you do. Let this meditation be what you need it to be in this moment, for you to receive what you need to receive in this moment. Continue here, connect with this moment, breathe, be present, reflect, and let the music take you where you need to go as you stand as one of 12 here in this sacred circle. Go ahead. Gently now, slowly bringing your awareness back to your space in the circle. Wherever you went, honor it. As you look around the circle, you see Merlin still standing next to you. And as he stands there, you see him for who he is. This ancient, sacred warrior. This ancient guardian. A steward of magic. A bridge between worlds. A light guardian. And you see something on Merlin that somehow you didn't notice the first time. A sword on his hip. Sheathed, yet incredibly drawing an energy to it. You can't help but notice it. Merlin looks over at you. He instructs you to step out of the circle gently with him. As you do, 2 other mystics step back into the circle, completing the formation of 12. Merlin checks in with you. How was that? You take a moment here to express to Merlin how it was for you. Good, Merlin says. You being here, like I said, it's important. Many of the other druids here, many of the mystics, their time has come and gone. They will remain here in this world, but there is more to be done in the other worlds. In the world of mortal men. In the place from which you are from. And I've spoken with these other mystics, and they agree that you being here is a sign of the times, is a sign of an ancient story coming to fruition. As you stand there with Merlin looking in on the fire and the druids and the mystics, and his words resonate deeply with you in this moment. My friends, you are and always have been one of us. An echo of something ancient. A wizard, a modern-day social alchemist, transforming lead to gold, bringing forth the ancient wisdom, bringing forth the knowledge of the ancestors, connecting the future and the past, and answering the call of what is needed. You are a light guardian. You are here to help make a difference in this world, to breathe in the wisdom of your heart and to share that breath into what you bring to the world, to breathe it into this reality with love, to find the others, to help them remember the wizard within themselves. And so you take a moment here to connect with the truth in your heart, the feeling that you have always felt, the connection far beyond this time alone. Me and you, we are not much different. We are cut from the same cloth. We are the bridge, the druids, the mystics, the light guardians, the shifters. And before we move into this next chapter of the story, this next decade, give yourself some time. Go down by the waters now. Connect with the moon. And come back when you are ready for the rest of the ceremony. You take a moment here to continue to look around the circle, reminded again of the significance of 12, When there is 12, there is a reflection of harmony. And as we bring harmony into our own action as community, it echoes throughout the land. This truth speaks to your heart. You're reminded of the synchronistic, geometrical nature of reality and how by mimicking it, by embodying it, by remembering it, as you bring harmony into your own action, as we bring harmony into our own action, it helps create the vibration of harmony throughout the land. The vibration of it. Merlin looks at you again. I'm glad you're here. I know it's coming back to you. That is why I am here, simply to help you find your way back. We are both students. We are both teachers. I learn from teaching. And you too shall teach. So go ahead. Just down the other side of the hill, you will find the water. Spend some time there. Spend some time listening to the moon. Release whatever you need to release with the water. You start walking down the other side of the hill. The music from the ceremony still echoing into the distance, still in the air, still carried on the winds. You make your way to the water. Your feet bare. You stand at the edge. And without waiting too long, you put that first toe in the water, that first step in the water. And you may just stay here. You may just want to sit on the edge. Or you may want to gently slide into the water, feeling its texture, its coolness all across your body, its refreshing energy. And as you shift onto your back, you lay there, and the moon looks down on you. The sky is now darker. The moon is bright. And so take the next few moments here, literally, to be at one with the water, to feel yourself floating, to feel the love, the compassion, the motherly warmth of the moon looking down on you, with you, and allow yourself in this moment to release that which you need to release with gratitude. As you get ready to move into what is next, say thank you to that which you choose to leave behind, for that which has served you, to give yourself permission for those who have helped you get to where you are now, friends, foes, allies, enemies, for all the teachers, for all the mirrors, for all the experiences. Take a moment here to reflect on your past, to invite yourself to let go that which has served you, to cleanse, to clear, to release, and to get ready for what is still to come. You imagine yourself floating on your back here, looking up at the moon. You can imagine yourself closing your eyes inside of this meditation, inside your imagination, and let the void take you where it needs to. Continue here in this space for the next few moments. Give yourself permission to release, to feel, to be present, to cry if you need to, and to open yourself up to receive the blessings still ahead. Continue here for these next few moments, floating on your back. Go ahead. Continue to breathe. Continue to imagine yourself floating on your back. As you take a few more moments here to just allow yourself to be present with this experience, to feel the silence of this space, to feel the presence of your own breath, to feel the company of the moon, and give yourself permission to become who you are here to be, knowing that you already are. You are the breath. You are the cycles. You are remembering. You are growing. Deep, gentle inhale together. Nice big exhale, sigh, release anything that you're holding on to. Do that again, deep, gentle inhale. Big exhale, sigh, thanking the waters. Thanking the moon. Take your time here. Slowly, when you are ready, begin making your way back to the edge of the water. And as you exit out of the water, the cool air makes contact with your skin. You look up the ascending hill, and you now see what appears to be a pillar of light illuminated from the fire at the center of the Circle of 12, the perpetual chants. You're reminded of the magic in this moment. You're reminded of your gratitude for friends like Merlin. You feel a release inside of you, an old story that has served in the creation of a new story, the beginning of new chapters within your life, an excitement for the mystery still ahead, a courage that fills your heart, a calling that compels you to make a difference in this world. Slowly, as you walk up this hill, it serves as a symbol for you walking towards your destiny. To walk to your destiny of being one at the circle, one at the round table, one with devotion and awareness of the magic in their heart, here to send out a wave, to send out a signal, to be of service, to bring harmony back to the lands. For yesterday, for today, for tomorrow. As you walk up the hill, you can see people no longer just standing still around the circle, but now there is more than 12. Others have joined in. The sky has gotten darker. The fires have gotten larger. And the music slowly begins to shift. And as the drums begin to beat in this moment, surely Merlin is in the circle somewhere, though you do not see him in this moment. You feel a sense of ancient magic coursing through you. The drums speak to you. You find a place at the edge of the circle. The chants of the mystics bellow. You see people beginning to move their heads back and forth in synchronization with their body as you slowly bring movement into your body. And as the voice of the mystics is heard within your heart, you too are called to add your own voice. And so as you are inspired by the sound, let it move you. Let it evoke an ancient archetype within you. Let it connect with your tribal ancestry. Let it remind you of your ancestors. Let it remind you of where you have come from. Let it celebrate you, celebrate all those before you, all those after you. And so as the music increases in tempo, allow yourself to gently begin moving your body. Even in this moment, if you wish to move your body physically, begin gently rolling your shoulders, adding a bit of a sway to your motion. I want you to feel this music in your own way, without even having to think much. Just let yourself feel in this moment. Let the music bring forth what it needs to. Do this for the next few moments. Go ahead, be present. You can hear the winds billowing as the drums slow. A moment of what appears to be silence sets in. Everyone is now gently standing still around the fire. You hear the crackling of the fireplace. You hear the wind in the trees off in the distance. And then you hear the sound of another mystic bringing forth their own incantation. The mystic making the sound is none other than Merlin, standing on the other side of the circle from you. In this moment, you are invited to join and to add your own voice into this incantation. Let it speak from the depths of your own heart. Let it speak the depths of your own truth. Let it be words beyond word. Let it be a carrier of your love, of something that is heard throughout the lands. So you are invited in this moment to join in with me, to join in with Merlin, and adding your voice. Do not think hard about it. Simply allow yourself to speak any noise that comes through you. You are the instrument. And so add your voice in this moment. We're just going to flow with it. This is part of the meditation. Release anything holding you back. Make any noise that comes through in this moment. Allow any activation sensations to move up through your spine, feeling the moon up above you in this moment. Feeling present in this space, continue just for a few moments longer. Allow yourself to be a voice within this song, within the perpetual cantation. Again, what appears to be silence moves through the circle. And yet there is never truly silence, for our hearts always beat, for the drum inside of us always brings forth the noise, the sound, the magic. You focus your eyes at the center of the circle. And now, you realize Merlin, once standing across from you, is standing next to you. Both of you looking into the fire. Merlin looks over at you, proud of who you are becoming. All the seeds, all the moments that have led up to this one. Merlin speaks to you. My friend, I have something for you. Something to give you. Something that has always been yours, but I've merely been holding on to it until you were ready. Merlin reaches his hand over to his hip and grabs the hilts of the sword on his side. He pulls it out and he holds it before you. This is not like any other sword. The sword glistens with magic. Its blade appears to change colors. A crystal ignites on its hilt, reflecting the lights of Source itself. This, my friend, is your Excalibur. As he hands the sword to you, you grip it by its hilt. The weight of it moves through your hands. This is my Excalibur? I thought there was only one. Yes, there is one. One for each person. You see, my friend, this is your gift tonight. To remember that your sword, that your Excalibur is your word. Your sword is your word. Your sword is your voice. And now wield it, wield your Excalibur with intention, with magic, and create and bring forth all that you are here to bring forth. Now, take the sword and carry it with you through the dances still ahead. Go now. Celebrate. This is your moment. As you dance, let yourself speak forth the intention to bring forth your voice, to project love into the center of the circle. And so in this moment, Merlin steps back. As the rhythm of the music begins to flow through you, it begins to shift. Allow yourself to begin to bring movement into your body. At this point, if you would like to physically stand up as you keep your eyes closed, you have permission to do so. As you stand there holding Excalibur in your hands, inviting you in this moment, if you have a Light Guardian Crystal, to hold it in your hand too, for the Light Guardian Crystal is a reflection of your Excalibur. Now imagine yourself dancing in this moment, celebrating in this moment, and around the circle, the stone in the center begins to ignite, becoming like a translucent crystal, and a beam of light ignites out from above it, shining up in iridescent colors, shining out, dancing lights. And others join in this moment, and you too feel the sensation, feel the celebration, feel the joy, feel all that has happened over these many years to get us to where we are now, to continue to create this next story, to awaken the hero within each and every one of us, to become the wizards we have always been, to be the light guardians that we have always been. So dance in this moment. Let this moment be your meditation, and as you dance, dance forth with love, dance forth with purpose, dance forth your incantation, dance forth so that your intention will heal the earth. Let your dance be your ceremony. Take these next few moments and allow yourself to flow, feeling the weight of the sword in your hand, feeling it as an extension of your body, moving with it fluidly like water, like the elements. Breathe into this moment and continue together here to be present, for this to be your meditation, for you to dance and for you to dance with love and to dance with intention. And as you dance, you encode it into the grid, you encode it into the circle, you encode it into the valley, you encode it into the worlds. Go. Dance your magic, and sing with your heart song. Go, fellow wizard. Breathe into this moment. Slow your physical movement down. Look to the center of the circle. Feel the sword in your hand. Feel the magic coursing through every cell of your body. Feel the devotion, feel the call beckoning you, driving you, guiding you, the awe wind, the creative life force, the magic flowing through you, the ceremony enriching you, allowing you to celebrate all of where we have been, all of where we are, all of where we are going. Breathe into this moment. Merlin finds you in the circle again. You slowly step to the edge. That was wonderful. You can tell that you're a natural. Well, my friend, I'm glad that you were able to make it here. The world is a different place because of your energy, because of our energy, because of what you have added to this circle. And not just you, but all those who stand with you, the entire collective, the team, all of the other light guardians, all of us here, fellow light guardians. And so, as you stand around this circle, all of the other mystics standing around, you see them standing in formation once again. And as they are there, some of them, you see, release the robes. And as they release the robes, underneath them, they are wearing their activated avatar armor. For those who have entered into their own temple, you too are wearing this armor as well. This garment, this clothing, the king of your divine divinity, your royalty. So pull off your cloak and stand there in strength as your activated avatar, as your light guardian. Imagine yourself in golden armor, ready for any badass mission still ahead. A beam of light still shines up from the center of the circle. And as the ceremony, for you at least, prepares to come to an end, you take a moment here and you look around and you see the other mystics as familiar faces, as friends, as fellow shifters, as people in the community, and you look at them with pride. You look at them with the deep humility to be standing alongside of them. And on the faces of these other people in the circle, you see the faces of your friends. You see the faces of the people in this community. And together here, everyone looks at each other, aware of the mission still ahead, aware of what must be done. And you breathe in together, and as you breathe in, the pillar of light at the center of the circle breathes with you, piercing both into the sky and into the earth. And let us take one more moment here to pour forth all of our love. And as you stand around this circle, you can almost imagine beams of light moving from the center of our chests to the center of the circle, connecting, creating this 12-pointed shape, this 12-pointed geometrical fashion. And with a voice that is unspoken, everyone in this moment is guided. Let us pour forth our love in this moment. Let us pour forth our intention to align with realities still ahead, to help others see the magic within themselves, to be of service, to be creators, to be leaders, to be wizards, to be druids, to be musicians, to be artists, to be guardians. And so, as the fire in the middle ignites the light and the pillar shines bright and sends out a message that all will hear throughout the night. For as it rides on the waters above and below this land, stretching beyond the branches through the reach of our hands, for we are the ripple, for we are the call that will bring forth the magic to be shared with one and all. And so let us breathe into this source and simply be here and now, to be the wizards and the guardians, and to remind each other how. To find ourselves back to this place, back to this ceremony on the hill that is happening perpetually all throughout time, purely through our will. In this infinite timeless moment, let your voice carry an ancient truth. Let the sword in your hand remind you of you. Hold your Excalibur to the sky as each and every single one of us in the circle devotes ourselves to answering why. And as you point your sword up towards the center of this beam, the formation is complete and all shall be seen. This message of hope, this story of remembrance, dreamers awakening within the dream through this journey of transcendence. And you feel the magic of this moment coursing through your every vein. The hero of your journey, nothing from this moment shall be the same. For you know why you are here. To be a wizard here and now. To remind each and every single one of us. To remind each and all of us how. And it is through love and compassion. It is through trust and deep faith that as time folds in on itself, we only have to be in one place. And that place is right here. That time is right now. To find our magic in this moment. To show others how. Breathe. The beam ignites and illuminates the sky. A signal sent far and wide. Good. Beautiful. You look to Merlin. A kinship. A sense of kinship in each other's eyes. You thank him in this moment. For being there. For helping him. For helping you. In this moment before you leave the circle, take some time to go around. Greet any of the other druids, any of your friends who are there now. Thank them. Remind yourself that you can return here to this space at any moment. This ceremony on this sacred hill, this perpetual chant that is always ongoing beyond time. Incanting harmony throughout the lands, reflecting the harmony of nature, and bringing back that remembrance into our form. And as you say thank you to all of the other mystics at this circle, you make your way back to Merlin. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are. Merlin looks at you. I know. You can come back here at any time. But for now, make your way back down to the water. Make your way back to where you need to be. This is where we will part ways. For now. But you will know where to find me. And I will know where to find you. Our journey is one and the same. Our quest is one and the same. And so thank you, fellow wizard. Fellow light guardian. Carry this sword with you. Carry it in your heart. Carry your word, your Excalibur. Let it lead others. Let it bring us back to the round table. Let us ignite the hero inside of each of our hearts. For you are the king. For you are the queen. You are the steward of your destiny. Find the others. Be the bridge. Change the world. The future awaits. Your presence. Merlin looks at you deeply within your eyes. His sense of extreme confidence in you is perhaps unlike anything you've commonly felt. He sees not just you, but he sees your potential. He does not judge. He simply holds space. Through his eyes, you see yourself. You see your potential. And the potential within all beings. The purpose of this story. To be inspired. And to carry this vibration forward. To carry this ceremony forward. With us in our hearts. As love. As kindness. As creativity. As magic. You give Merlin one more hug if you choose to. When you're ready, you thank him one more time. And you begin walking your way down towards the water. With your Excalibur still in your hand. Understanding now that yes, as Merlin said, there is only one Excalibur. One Excalibur for each person. And so let us help each other find our Excalibur through our words. Let our words be our sword, and let us carry it wisely, with intention, and let us lead with it. The blade still continues to glisten, illuminated like crystal, pulsating like magic. You make your way down to the water. You hold on to the sword, either putting it in a sheath on your side, and you stand there and you look in the waters, perhaps not even putting the sword in your sheath just yet, and you acknowledge your reflection, and you see yourself in this moment, standing there in your activated avatar form, wearing your golden armor. And it may not even be armor. Literally just something that you would imagine yourself in as a badass modern day wizard. As the activation of your own light guardian archetype within. And so look into the waters, acknowledge yourself, look into the eyes of your reflection. Breathe here. Thank yourself. Treat yourself as a beloved. Honor yourself. Speak to yourself anything that you need to in this moment. You've got this. You've always had this. The sword has always been with you. You just remembered how to hold it. You look up towards the moon and you see its reflection illuminated on the surface, parallel above your head. You thank the moon in this moment. You are ready to make your way back to the physical body of this space, and to carry with you this story, the inspiration of it, the message of it, the activation. Take one more moment here to breathe. You look back at the hill one last time and you see the fire and the beam igniting from the center, still shining up into the sky, knowing Merlin and your friends will continue to be there, and you can go back and find them. You feel ready. You feel prepared. You feel excited. In this moment, you can choose to enter back into your body by sitting down at the edge of the water with your toes gently at the edge. Gently feel the water on your toes. And imagine closing your eyes. Hold on to your sword still. Remember what it feels like. Let it continue to serve as you as a symbol of your potential, of courage, of calmness, of unity, of our story. Place your forehead against the blade. Bless it in this moment as you bless yourself. Take another breath here. Thank yourself. Thank this story. Thank the moon. Thank Merlin. Thank all you need to thank. As we breathe here gently, we will begin transitioning back to our physical body, carrying with us this inspiration, activating the story within us. This story will continue to be real, for the experience was felt. As you breathe here, feeling the water gently on the edge of your toes, allow that to be an invitation for you to slowly begin to wiggle your toes of your physical body. And as you do this, gently beginning to shift more awareness to your physical body. Transitioning slowly. When you're ready, gently wiggle more of your toes. Wiggle your fingers. And gently, when you are ready, you can slowly bring your awareness back to the space around you. Take your time. And when you are choosing to, open your eyes. Continue to breathe here. Take your time. Welcome back. All right. We did it. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for sharing and being a part of this journey. My friends, my fellow activated wizards, fellow light guardians. Bonus shout out to Siri. See, even Siri's in on it. You probably heard that. Siri's like, okay, we got this, team. Bonus shout out to Siri for jumping in twice during that meditation. I'm sure you heard the beeps in the background. Just so eager to get involved. That's okay. But nonetheless, welcome back. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Please feel free, when you're ready, jump in that chat, leave your comments, let me know how that was for you, express your gratitude, chill out for a bit, get some water, allow yourself to stretch, move if you need to. Maybe you're still feeling dancy from earlier. Grab your Light Guardian crystal if you got it. See, I hope you see now the Light Guardian crystals are actually mini Excaliburs. That's always been a part of the story, but now you're aware of it. So pretty cool though, eh? Thank you to our friend Merlin. It's a real honor for me to be able to bring Merlin into the story, considering that I'm his like great grandson. What plot twist? No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'll let you decide. The myth serves its purpose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually a clone of Merlin. Duh. No, I'm just kidding. I actually am Merlin. Time traveling Merlin here. Anyways, we're all Merlin. That's my point. The Hermit, the Hermetica, the Gemini. The fact that it's Gemini and we brought Hermes into that story was not a coincidence. So, but yes, that is the idea. There's a Merlin inside all of us, as well as there's a King Arthur inside all of us. And now let us be the bridge and merge all the stories and hold our Excalibur together. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to read some of the comments in the chat. We're just going to take a moment here to chill out. For those of you who are here, welcome and thank you so much. And please continue to share your comment of gratitudes into the chat. I'll post a link for the Paradigm Shift Central Instagram because I want to see if we can reach 1212 as we're live right now. I feel like I'm literally just curious. I want to see how close we are to 1212 on the Instagram. All right, we'll get there later tonight. We're almost at 1200, so that counts. If 6 more people join on Instagram right now, Paradigm Shift Central, if you haven't yet, just do that right now. If 6 people do that right now, look up Paradigm Shift Central on Instagram, and then if 6 people like that, we'll reach 12,000 by the end, 1200 by the end of this broadcast. Bonus points. Thank you again, everyone. Like I said, I'm just going to take some moment here to read the comments and just give you kind of like a bit of behind the scenes. First of all, huge shout out to the 1111 movement. We posted into their chat group earlier. I'm one of the admins for that page. Special thank you to the 1111 community for being a part of this broadcast tonight. Check the link in the YouTube info to be able to connect to that. It's an awesome Facebook group. Another shout out and thank you to Darren Austin Hall, whose music was featured all throughout tonight's meditation. Darren Austin Hall, you can find him at Bandcamp and also the website. I'm just gonna make sure I got the website. Darren Druid, DarrenAustinHall.com, and Darren Druid on Instagram. So I'm gonna post his Instagram right now. Make sure everyone goes follow that. He was actually relative to the time of this broadcast, we actually featured him through the Paradigm Shift Central page and then used his music in the meditation today. Awesome person, huge inspiration for this broadcast, modern day Druid wizard, and having his music involved with that broadcast really brought it to another level. So thank you, Darren, for adding your contribution there. And yeah, other than that, what I was going to say, yeah, so just to give you a bit of behind the scenes, that story, like the fullness of it literally only kind of came into me probably just like a couple hours prior to the broadcast. But sometimes that's how it works. I'm just kind of giving you some behind the scenes here, where like literally a couple days before, a week up to it, I'm like, okay, I know I'm doing a broadcast then. And then simply the process of knowing that it's happening allows me to open up to kind of asking the question, what does it need to be? What story needs to be brought forth? And that was the story that came through. And again, that just came from me brainstorming, being in the woods. And I'm like, yeah, I think it's about time that we do some more like Merlin wizard sound healing and the significance of the 12. So a little bit of a history here, like the whole perpetual chant thing, that's a real thing. That's an actual thing that we have forgotten about, that has happened throughout history, where there have been societies that would actually have a group of druids, and they would chant at a sacred site, continuously. They would rotate, they would take turns. Very fascinating thing. And again, and that was literally the idea that their chanting was like carrying an intention, an incantation that would help bring harmony to the land. And again, going back to again the significance of the 12, this idea of 12 and us being moving through the 12 12 12 portal, it is a very powerful invitation for us to essentially like recalibrate with the harmonic nature of nature that we are. That's kind of what happens when we're in harmony with nature. Things are harmonious. When we forget how to be harmonious, things become chaotic. And so again, you can see these very powerful elements of the story that kind of came through, where it's basically this idea that this wisdom has been a part of us and then we kind of forget it. And so the harmony, the 12, the vocals, the sound chanting, the tribalness, the ceremony, that helps bring that wisdom back into our form, into our field, into our energy, and it helps bring it into what we do. It helps create harmony. If you wish to create peace, you must cultivate peace within, create harmony within. So this broadcast, yeah, I wanted to be able to make that as a way to be able to like anchor in what this 12ness really means as we move through this 12, and as we get ready to move into 20, what are we in, 2020? Yeah, of course. This is a very powerful time for us to think back, you know, like 10 years ago. Did you remember who you were? Did you remember that you were a wizard? Maybe not. And now you are here X number of years later, moving into 2020, and you like remember you're a wizard. And what does it mean to be a wizard? A wizard means to like be like a druid, one with nature, one with connection. So one with source. So very, very powerful, very, very powerful. And I'm happy to be able to bring that forth, because again, I'm really happy with how that meditation turned out. So thank you again, everyone, for being a part of that, for adding your support, for holding space for me to do that. That is always a challenging thing for me to do, but I felt really in my element being able to do that, anchoring in like as the voice of Merlin, and carrying that archetype for us to be able to experience that meditation with. So I'm going to read some of the comments here. So if you have any comments, what did you guys think of that broadcast? Journey to Ascension says, thank you, Wolf Shield. This was incredible. Inner Flame says, I felt like I was holding my ancestors' hands. The vibration was so healing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Inner Flame says, I literally am so humble and feel at peace. Again, thank you, everyone. Your communication of just expressing like the value that you got out of this means a lot to me, because again, it's why we do this, and let that be inspiration for us to keep sharing this broadcast and for you to tune into future broadcasts. Journey to Ascension says, poured, oh my god, the ancestral presence was so powerful. When I felt the connection to my ancestors, it brought me to tears, for this is the first time I've experienced that connection physically. Wow, that's very powerful to hear. Thank you, Journey to Ascension. Diane, one of our Patreon supporters, many of our Patreon supporters here, thank you again to our Patreon supporters, dropping the flame emoticon, not having this says, I love you, Brendan. Thank you, so many familiar faces. I'm going to read as many of the comments as I can until we get caught up, so we're just going to chill here and wrap up the show in a minute. I've seen my activated self, but now I feel activated sinking, says Inner Flame. Beautiful. Powerful. Thank you, fellow light warriors, and everyone magical, says Inner Flame. Great journey. Thank you for the experience. The dancing was my favorite. Yes, I'm so glad people actually probably got up and danced during that. So totally doing this again on New Year's when my best friend and I take some psychedelics and tap into the grid with the healing intention. Yes. do what you feel called. The music was amazing. Oh my god, says Journey to Ascension. Doing that Christmas Eve, absolutely. Thank you, Darren. That's nice. Thank you for expressing the gratitude to Darren. Feeling such intense gratitude right now, says Journey to Ascension. Soham says, the hill, wow, repetitive dreams since childhood. Ooh, I tapped into somebody's like dreams or something like that. That's cool. 2020, this is for real. Amazing as always, Wolf Shield. Thank you everyone. And that's where the comments are caught up on. So thank you again, everyone. We still got about 30 people tuned into this broadcast, but we are going to wrap it up in a minute, because obviously I have to go take a break for myself, but I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here. We're at 1,196 people on the team Instagram. What do you guys think? Let's make it to 1,200 before we wrap up this broadcast. So again, if you're on your mobile phone, humor me, go to instagram.com/paradigm.shift.central. Just look up Paradigm Shift Central. You can find it on Instagram, and we get 4 more likes. That'd be awesome, just for pure novelty's sake, because we're literally at 1,196. Again, if you enjoyed this broadcast and you're just like, whoa, this was a lot of awesome value, when you are able to, I highly encourage you to take a deeper look at the Patreon and to add your support there if it currently works for you. Understand that your support in any forms is equally appreciated. There is a special offer for this month where you can get a Light Guardian crystal. So again, like your Excalibur, your modern day Excalibur in like crystal Lumerian Light Guardian crystal form. You can get one of those when you sign up at the $11 level on the Patreon. And so, no, I'm not trying to like sell you a gimmick or anything like that. I'm inviting you to support something awesome that we are creating together. And the Lumerian Light Guardian Crystal is like a super bonus thank you for those of you who add your support. So if this is your first time here, again, you can connect further with the community. Check the info in the YouTube to connect to our team chat, or just go right to paradigmshiftcentral.com. That will link you into the team chat and all sorts of other stuff. You can sign up to our subscribing list. We've got so much value that we're creating through the community. And thank you again to our Patreon supporters who help make it possible. And thank you everyone who helped share this vibration, who is a part of this story. Your support is equally appreciated in any form. So help us reach 200 Patreon supporters by 2020 is kindly our current goal relative to the time of this broadcast. So thank you again, everyone, for adding your support and for signing up when you get a chance in the future. You can sign up at $3, $5, $11, or $1 million, whatever works for you. Paula says, amazing. Thank you so much. Awesome. Paula got in a little bit late, but they're going to check the rest later. Awesome. Not having this says, yeah, if there's any other comments, go ahead, just leave a comment. We'll wrap this up once we reach 1,200 on Instagram. I'm pretty persistent about that. We'll jump off in a minute nonetheless. Not having this says, the sword was a very important symbol that evokes something I've been waiting for since a tarot reading a couple months ago. Very cool, very cool. Awesome. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna check the comments on on Facebook. I don't think there's too much there to check. That's okay though. All right, cool. Okay, with everyone still here, thank you again. We're gonna wrap up this broadcast. The Instagram will take care of itself. I'm not too worried about that. But actually, the fact that it ended, the Instagram is currently at 1,196, aka 1196. I'll take that, considering 96 is my resonator number. That's like, it's tattooed on my wrist and stuff like that. It's part of my like Merlin magic. We'll take that. I'll take that as a good omen nonetheless, and it will go up to 1,200 momentarily. But with that said, we're gonna wrap up this broadcast. For those of you who have been a part of this, thank you. Take your time, go get some water, go hang out in the full moon, connect with us through Instagram, connect with us on our team Discord chat. Continue to support, continue to tune in for future broadcasts. We'll try to do the full moons at least once a month with the full moon meditation to the best of my ability. And we also have our regular Paradigm Shift Central Synergy Circles, which are Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you enjoyed this, stick around. And again, if you want to connect further in the team as a leading member to work alongside me and to be able to be a part of the team of conscious media creators, take a look at our team Patreon and sign up at the $11 level, and also get your epic Light Guardian Crystal if you wish. And you can also find those through questitemshop.com. So with that said, I'm ready to wrap this up. And yeah, just thanking everyone again. I'll see you in the team chat. I'm so excited for what it is that we are creating. Congratulations, we have made it this far. What an exciting decade. So much shift that has happened. Let us continue to step into 2020 as shifters, as light guardians, as modern day wizards. So knowing that this meditation helped activate the wizard inside of you. So I'm so honored, so pleased, and so excited for what it is that we are creating together. And thank you for being a part of that co-creation. Okay, there's just a couple more comments here, and then I'm just going to read this. Then we're going to close off. Any last call on comments? There are 12 main symbols that make up the human systems that make up the human body. Look it up. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, for anybody who wants to dive deeper, look into the 12. Like seriously. And then like 13 is like the center. It's like the hidden point. But 12 is like seriously, like it's a big thing, man. It's like really, really, really important. Sarah says, I am full of gratitude in this moment for you creating this meditation, for all those involved in making this and engaging together simultaneously. The sword was extremely symbolic with clear messages I got earlier in my day with a tarot reading with being a rainbow warrior woman. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Having the immense power to cut through all my self-doubt thoughts and thoughts of energies that do not serve me anymore. So when this came out during Merlin's gift to me, I cried with joy and feeling with clear remembrance of my own divinity in this role as a light guardian warrior, in so much love and gratitude. That is awesome. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing that. It is incredibly powerful to be able to hear that. Again, like that's, you know, I just kind of bring forth a message and I'm like, whatever it needs to happen, needs to happen. And then you end up messaging me and you're just like, yo, this was incredibly synchronistic. And so we're both part of a bigger equation. And thank you for showing up and for adding your part to the equation. And I'm happy for that reciprocation and that synergy to unfold. So again, out of this broadcast, the story continues. Like that team that we were building, that team that was at that circle is here now. And you can connect further with that team. So if you were just like, yo, that was awesome, and I want to take this further, make sure that you stay connected. Simplest way through Instagram. If you want to dive deeper, connect to the team chat. If you want to dive deeper, sign up on the Patreon. And again, I'm so excited for the amazing team that we are creating and your presence within it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If anybody does have any questions, please feel free to just message me on Instagram at Mystic Spider-Man, and we will be able to get things situated there. But in the meantime, we're going to wrap up this broadcast. Oh my God, only 3 more people on Instagram and we're at 1,200. That's okay. I got to get up anyways. So with that said, I am going to bring this broadcast to an end. Happy 12/12/12 portal. Let us move forward with gratitude, with excitement, with adventure in our heart. Adventure is worthwhile in itself. Remember that. That's a very powerful saying. It's a very powerful quote. Amelia Earhart. Adventure is worthwhile in itself. So get excited about the adventure ahead of you. So with that said, I love you. I see you. I honor you. On behalf of myself and all the other shifters, let's go kick some butt. Let's go bring some magic into this world. Let's go shift the paradigms. My name is Brendan, aka Skull Babylon, Mystic Spider-Man, Wolf Shield. Thanking you for being here once again and inviting you to tune in next time. And as always, keep it shifty, and we will see you in the future. Subscribe to Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes, Skull Babylon on YouTube, and share this broadcast with your friends. Have a beautiful rest of your moment. Even if you're not listening to this on the full moon, share it with your friends. And thank you once again. Peace, love, and wholeness. Playing the outro music right about now. And here we go. All right. See you in the team chat. See you on Instagram. Until next time, happy full moon. End it off with a wolf howl. I love you. See you around. Much love. The magic is within. Special thank you to Danny Leonardo, whose music is featured at the beginning and end of this broadcast. Be sure to check out more of Danny's music in the YouTube info below. Thank you, Danny. Happy full moon.